this is Heavy Jig here with our Polaris ATV! Dun, 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 dun. Now, this is actually the second video because there's a before video. I recommend you watch that first, unless you're here for the ATV review. So, let's get started, shall we? So far, this cleaner's only been running for 30 minutes and I fell in love with it. It cleans amazingly. See, that leaf pile was twice as large as it is now, and that's what it's gotten. Now this thing, I had to close off most of the drain suction and set the flow valve to 3 to let even more suction in, but that was all worth it in the end because it's a wonderful cleaner and it doesn't get stuck and it goes around the pool in a really effective manner. And here's this is actually our 340 that we got from our friend recently this weekend. From Pool Lines. You don't have to mention his channel name.
I think he already deleted his channel.
Oh well, we'll just throw that in anyways. So, right now, actually, this guy's name is Joe.
He's going into his turn cycle.
And his relief is open.
The single wheel turns slowly. And
so what happens here? I'll explain it. So his two wheels go forwards while his other wheel goes backwards. Instead of reversing most of the time, he'll turn like this. I don't think that's the same with the 340, but with the ATV, it's
maybe
the same.
It was with this.
It's like this.
Either because this is a newer version and there's not a single video of this version on YouTube of this.
Oh. Suction relief. No, it'll start back up again.
If it doesn't, then we should cut.
Yeah.
Okay, there it goes. We stink. Yeah.
Now, the solution to this problem, if you're impatient,
is wait. If he doesn't cure himself. So we think this is what this Polaris ATV does instead of the backup cycle.
It does back up occasionally, but usually it turns, which is very useful because this pool would not be too suitable for backing up because it's so large.
There you go.
Okay, anyways, sorry. Our sister came in and said our names. So
he's going really fast.
He's finished his turn cycle. Looks like we didn't have to cut.
You know,
so now he's just speeding along the bottom of the pool. Now we actually
wait.
Well,
come here. You know how
okay.
he said he cleaned up a bunch of leaves? Well, first, this is the older version,
which is actually the same, except it has
the 340 or the
ATV.
ATV. It doesn't have smaller wheels. It's the same
no,
thing.
I said it has filled wheels instead of the
spoked
ones.
340 / the 800.
Yeah, it says both of them say 800 in the corner.
And then
so refer to them as that from now on.
If you look closely, part of it is actually the same color as the shell. It's just that it's faded.
Blue, but it's faded. And then it has a blue fan, and there's the suction relief. Now
it's evil.
No, it's not evil.
Oh, and wait, remember how he said it cleaned up a bunch of leaves?
Oh, it just went over the pile again. I didn't catch that. So, now I'll show you this in detail. We removed the belts on this one so it rolls.
It's more delicate than the Pool Vernugan, trust me.
Yeah, this is a delicate cleaner. It's discontinued, but we think we're going to try to tell Zodiac to recontinue it eventually. And that's the port. It looks small. There's my finger. And here's a hose. Here's a hose compared to it. And then, but actually, it can suck up really, really large leaves.
It has a very unique turbine, as you can see.
And it has a unique turbine which works well.
It's sort of S-shaped.
Don't interrupt me, please.
Oh.
We should seriously stop talking at the same time.
But it's S-shaped.
I don't like telling you what to do on camera. And then that's the suction relief. Anything happens to get stuck in the hole, which it rarely does, the suction relief will open up. Well, actually, it's on a timer. And then when the suction relief opens up, whatever is stuck in the hole will just fall out. Now, to give you a perspective on what kind of stuff we get these lemon leaves. these leaves here, those olive leaves, and most of the leaves here are this big.
And it comes from this tree here.
Actually, wait. Yeah, it comes from this tree. This part of the tree. Wash your face.
Okay.
So this tree has those, and this tree has those, which are this big. That's my hand. And this cleaner has no problem with those leaves whatsoever. And also has no problem with hose coiling. So that's really nice. As you can see, we have a lot of leaves because our deck is always covered in them.
Oh, and look here. It has this swivel. It doubles as a swivel and
So,
this swivel. And
it goes like this. No, wait, let me explain. It does that, and it swivels, so no need for a hose swivel.
It's an eyeball swivel. And it's also made of durable plastic.
Yeah, and if you're gonna run one of these, and you don't have, and you just found a unit, all you need to run it besides the unit, if it works, is a Hayward leader hose, or any leader hose for that matter, because it originally came with a leader hose, so you need a leader hose on there. Any leader hose with a soft rubber cuff. And as you can see, it sucked up even more leaves. We're gonna leave this guy in over the weekend to see how well he cleans. And of course we're gonna empty the canister after he cleans up all the leaves. But so yeah. Oh no, invasion. I should probably get more footage of this guy. From certain angles he looks strange, but from even those strange angles he looks awesome. Did I mention we named him Joe? I think I did, but I don't think I went into depth. We named him Joe because he's just your average Joe, only better. So yeah. And by the way, this requires a lot of suction to run. So here's our whisper flow, which is loud because we have it on.
It's on low power.
It's on low power right now. And we have this valve here that drains completely off. Well, almost completely off. Not quite completely, because then there'll be way too much suction. And then there's actually, because of the drain, I had a bad experience when I turned the suction all the way up on any cleaner.
Wait, what is the Zodiac flow valve?
And the Zodiac flow valve is set that we have in there, which is the best flow valve in my opinion. Definitely use one if you have one. And if you have the money, get one. It's set to 3. So it's letting the most amount of suction possible into this guy. And it is working well. And just to tell you, because there isn't that much more left to say, we have 2 Hayward hoses. One's the leader hose on the front. 1 generic hose, I think. No. 3 Zodiac Ranger hoses or above ground cleaner hoses. 4 G3/G2 hoses. The canister adapter. And then 5 twist lock hoses and the canister. And the other adapter is not used. So yeah, that's just to tell you what we are using. This is about a 40-foot pool.
It might be 50 feet.
Mm-hmm. And you may be wondering, why is Shapes not there? And here's your answer. Shapes is not there because he is over here on the driveway. Let me show you. Oh yeah, people who are watching the review, you should probably leave now because we've stopped reviewing this cleaner and we're just basically doing an update. And we're planning on doing a pool cleaner collection update soon. There is Shapes on the driveway. He is there because we took him to our friend's house. And he is probably getting the same friend who gave us the 340, by the way. And he's probably getting a dolphin. You might make a video on that when he does it. But he has to save up first, of course. So, yeah. This is one of the best cleaners I've ever owned.
Oh, and if you're wondering why the fan
One
is
of them.
there, it's to help adhere to the floor walls.
Yeah, because it's such a light cleaner.
And all the
it needs a fan. And all of these holes are to let water pass through the cleaner for the fan and the suction relief, which is very effective. This cleaner's... Now, let me go into what kind of cleaner this is. Now, you may be wondering, it's a suction side cleaner, duh! This cleaner is a passover cleaner. Now, what I mean by that is it goes pretty fast and it just passes over the debris. Unlike one of its counterparts, the MX-8. The MX-8 is a concentrated grouping cleaner. Now, what that means, it goes around your pool one by one in little areas, like this part of the pool, this part of the pool, this part of the pool. And it does that just by coincidence. It doesn't have a computer or anything. And it concentrates in that area and cleans all the debris there. And as you see, this cleaner really gets around, just like the normal Polaris. And that's what's so good about it. As you can see, it's going through the leaves again. Yay, I'm getting it on film. Or on the camera. On camera. Okay, that wasn't really the best pass he's done so far, but it was a good one. Because any pass that he gets leaves is a good one. Yeah, the canister's almost full.
And we have a time lapse of this guy, which is...
Yeah, well, I'll edit the time lapse in now. Okay, now we're back here. Barely any time has passed for me because I edited that. Now, yeah, there's not much else to say. Wait, please move. I haven't showed anyone this skimmer yet. So here's the skimmer. It's a very old skimmer, of course, since this pool was made in the 50s. It's all concrete and weird. It has one hole in the bottom where the flow valve is. And the flow valve is a lifesaver because without that little dude or the Ranger, we end off here. So this has been a Happy Jake production, and goodbye, Happy Wabby.